Hi, all you wonderful people. It's Erica Parker here with a new market update for September 2020. So the MLS, or the Houston Association of Realtors, released their information on how the market was doing on October 14th. And so today I'm doing an update for you guys. So let's dig in. As you can see, the property sales have actually gone up 31.9%. That is a considerable uplift year over year. So you'll see that there's a shortage of listings in the market right now, and I believe a lot of people are waiting to see what happens. They're afraid that if they go and buy a new house that has a lot of appreciation, or that is a higher price house, that there's going to be this flood of foreclosures and the market is just going to deflate, and they don't want to lose out on some of their equity. So what I think a lot of people are doing are waiting to see. So that's why there's a lot of listings that aren't out there right now. Now, the other thing that I do want to mention though is that interest rates are starting to rise. As inflation rises, interest rate starts to rise, and they are starting to go up. There is a projection that there is inflation coming. And so you will see that interest rates are starting to go up. Well, the problem with that is that if you want to buy, you want to buy now, because in 2, 3, 4 months from now, you're not sure where those interest rates might be. And in addition, if you buy in the future, these prices are going up as well. And there is less and less items on the market right now. There's, as you can see in the active listings, there's less and less houses on the market. And the problem with that is that the house that you might have had your eye on for a little while, that's been on the market for, maybe a year even, it might get snatched up like that. And you're gonna feel sad that you didn't buy the house when you should have. And the other problem is that as people start locking in on loans at 2.85%, 3%, these really record low interest rate amounts, they're not going to want to move anytime soon. So those particular houses that get locked in at these type of rates, it's going to be really hard for people to want to move after that. So I think you're going to see a lot of houses that have been built and people are living in them. There's going to be a lot less houses going up for sale in the future. Now there may be new builds, but you're not going to see as many people listing their own home because they've locked it in at a 2.85% interest rate. And in the future, those interest rates are probably not going to be that low. And so it's going to be hard for them to justify moving from a house that they were able to afford, an $800,000 house at a 2.8% interest rate. But if they want an $800,000 house at a 4% interest rate, they may not be able to afford it. So they're going to stay in that house that they can afford at a 2.85% interest rate. So just so you know, I think in the future there's going to be a lot less people moving and moving around because they've locked themselves in at such an awesome interest rate. And so take advantage of that interest rate now and get into the house of your dreams. I promise you will not be upset about that. Also, you can see that single family home sales have gone up 2,000, almost actually a little over 2,000 homes year over year. That's a 29% increase. There's also the average sales price has gone up from about $300,000 in 2019 to $330,000, which is a 10% increase. And what you also see is that the inventory, now last month it was a 2.9 months of inventory, meaning if nothing else came on the market and at the current sales pace, you would be out of homes in 2.9 months. Well, that has gone down even further by 0.4 to 2.5 months. Now, that has actually gone down 1.4 months from last year, but it has gone down 0.4 months from last month. And then finally, sales pending. There is a high increase of sales pending from year over year of almost 3,000 homes, and that's a 43% increase. And as we move down, you'll see that the median home price has gone up to $265,000, and the average home price is hovering around $330,000. The average days on market has gone down from 56, which is what it was last month, to 51. Now that is a really amazing number that it's 51 days on market. You could have, like I said, you could have your house on the market and sold in less than 2 months if you really want it. If you really want to. The housing segments, just to understand how the sales have performed, there's actually the biggest increase is in the luxury home market, or there was a 81.5% increase in sales in the 750,000 and above home market, and there was a 58% increase in sales in homes from 500,000 to 750,000. So anything in Houston that's over 500,000 is considered a luxury home. So that is where what it's bringing up the average for the average home price or single family home price, is those increased sales in the luxury market. You will also see that there has been an increase in sales from the $150,000 to $500,000. There has been a decrease in sales in the $150,000 and below market. So that is a decrease. The townhouse and condominium sales have soared during September. They were registering 655 closed sales to 540 sales in a year earlier. So that is almost 115 sales increase in the year over year. And you'll see that the average price rose 7% to $214,000, and the median price increased 4.4% to $177,500. The inventory shrank as well in the condominium and townhome group from 4.5 months to 4 months, which townhomes and condominiums tend to take a little bit longer to sell because more people are looking for the space in the single family homes in Houston, but that has decreased, that inventory has decreased. So an overall summary on this is that the single family home sales for a fourth consecutive month have soared. They're rocketing up. It's 29% year over year with 9,101 sales. In the days on market have shrunk from 56 days on market, which was last month, to 51 days on market. So you've actually shrunk it 5 days, which is a considerable amount whenever you're thinking of averages and that sort of thing. The total sales, property sales also shot up to 11,137. That's a 31.9% increase year over year. So you'll also see that a total dollar amount of sales has soared to $3.4 billion, which is a 43.6% increase year over year. In addition, you will also see that the median home price has increased by 8% to the $265,000, and that the average home price has increased 10% year over year to the $330,000. And as we talked about, there has been a decrease in the inventory from 2.9 months to 2.5 months, and that's actually a 1.4 month decrease from September of 2019. So that is a big decrease in the inventory. The national inventory right now is 3 months of supply, so we are actually under the national inventory amount. And that could be because a lot of people are moving to Texas, or it just could be that there's not as many people listing, but there is a higher frequency of buying as well. So that's where that inventory is shrinking is coming from. We also discussed that the townhome and condominium prices and industry or inventory is going strong. The sales have increased 21% over this year over year. The average price increased 7% to $214,000, and the median townhome and condominium price increased 4.4% to $177,000. The single family home and the condominium rents have actually still continued to increase. Now, the frequency of those rents have gone down for single family homes and stayed flat for townhomes and condominiums. So that's kind of an overall arching summary of what's going on in the market today. If you're interested in hearing what your particular neighborhood is doing, please shoot me an email. I'd be happy to go over that with you and to give you an understanding of what your house is worth, and I'd be happy to chat with you on if you're interested in selling, maybe now, maybe in a year from now, but definitely, I mentioned this, consider selling now if you want to buy, because those interest rates are about to go up and there is inventory that's about to continue to go down until we can get some new builds on the market, because there are a lot of people refinancing and everything that are staying in their homes, and they're going to be in those homes for a long time because they're able to lock in at such a great rate. So anyway, if you're interested, please consider buying right now. Please consider listing right now. There are people out there looking to buy your home, and there are homes out there for you to buy. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a great day. See you soon.